play that.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Overseeing that Philadelphia sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys coming off their first loss of the year don't want to fall to 500 here. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. His guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd. Hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And away we go beneath the Florida heat. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of the win last week, Kate. He took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago. Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. So they manage a yard following the penalty. We've got 2nd and 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Once again, Irving. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is Evans. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Trying for Evans, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see it make an impact, partner, and it only took him 1 drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them, They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
So here are the Eagles now for their 1st drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. Ball security, what you know he's worked on all week long, it will be on the forefront of his mind.
Connects on the crosser. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action. Here's Hurts. A little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Yeah, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. And again, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24.
From the 24. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Baker now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Baker out of the pistol. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
This is early on 2nd. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
He's out in the clear. Into the red zone. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Torrey Jackson now to return it. pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
And an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamil Dean makes the play. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Was it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles were ready to set up shop on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. And on it was Saquon Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. From the 32. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be third and short now from the 49.
Brings up third and inches.
180.
Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Eagles.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
On first down, Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Eagles have it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. 3rd down, give to Irving. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 4th down.
The defensive miscue keeps him out there, and now they've got to defend a 1st and 10.
What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
For a Buccaneers 1st down.
What's that?
Right back to Irving now. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on that play by an All-Pro last year, Jalen Carter.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in left side by Godwin. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. That one's good to Godwin. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 21-zip already. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And things are really getting away from them, so an important... moments here to try and get a sustained possession going. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second down.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down throwing for Hurts. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Second down, Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he'll go down here at the 16. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it at the 5. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Back to throw, Hurts. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Hurts yet again. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
There's no question this group wanted to be aggressive in the red zone. Back-to-back passing plays, but an incompletion and now a sack means they've done nothing but go backwards. Time to find a little better protection and much, much better results.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts setting up to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive to take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
20.
They give to Irving to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Good for a Buccaneers first down.
What's that?
Mayfield now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike.
10 more yards.
Ball forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd
Real.
and inches.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down.
Here's the give to Irving. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. That pass complete to Irving. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's complete. This is Nguka. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the last. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could ever cut the curl route.
We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Baker out of the pistol.
17-yard line.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defensive end.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hurts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down, Eagles.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the pistol, Hurts. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. And I know we're still in the first half, but you look at his totals, Brock. It's looking like 100 yards isn't just a faint possibility. It's almost a certainty with how well he's been mixing some dual-threat reps into his work here. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 2.
From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Mayfield. Gets him on the in route. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Irving on the counter. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers looking for a bigger lead before the break. 3rd and short, Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
inside. This is Ibuka. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They're now set for 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. First down, here's Baker. This one's coming. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Baker throwing again. He brings it in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and he just exposed them.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Eagles 6.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
That is Smith on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
8 yards on the
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts setting up to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Eagles 1st down.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. is hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Saints. And it's Khalil Shakir. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. He connects on the touchdown pass, 18 yards away. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants hosting the LA Chargers. And this is Darius Slayton. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Giants with the big lead in front of the home crowd at the half. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now he's hit. Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Rolling again on second down. Hurts. He gets his tight end on the corner route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing here, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Good time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Marshall there to bring it in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Blitz coming here. Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On first down, Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds the in route complete. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third and short, Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Escapes a defender. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Working inside the red zone. Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Down the field, Evans has it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On the give, this is Irving. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Otten. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Again for the first time to Rashad White. Spins out of one stop. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Baker now off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
180.
Mayfield now from the gun. That one's good to Godwin. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Going again, it's Mayfield. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal.
Second and goal.
What's up? 180. What's up?
Irving. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers raise their lead to a 3-score advantage.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
Point after.
The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers go up by 19.
Buccaneers 35, Eagles 16. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. It's first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got time here. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
That's complete to Goddard. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. And an Eagle first.
Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Eagles 23. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard
First
line.
down. Here's Baker. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Once more, it's Mayfield. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Good. 180. Done.
Baker now from the gun. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On first down, Hurts has him on a quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
180.
Back to throw, Hurts. That's his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Number 26, Saquon.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts looking to throw. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down is just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down throwing for Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Dump off caught by his back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
On the move, headed right. The stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Ball slow at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Blitz coming here. Hurts. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 38, Eagles 30. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw here. Mayfield. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
At the 22-yard line.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. He finds Otten on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. It is caught at the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down from the red zone. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 12-yard
Going
line.
again, it's Mayfield. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
When the play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3-yard line.
Go to him again. This is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Okay, this could be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Jackson now to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that. Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts throwing again. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
13 yards on the play.
Tampa. Buccaneers close to beginning the year 4-0. First and 10 from the 41.
180.
Once again, Irving. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
180. What's that?
They're going to pass it here. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. Hurts to throw. And he's brought down at the line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a time, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
180.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers winning here in Tampa. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.